Ladies and gentlemen, I appeal for calm. Stay in your homes. I repeat, stay in your homes. If you don't, we will find you. Save the NHS.
Welcome to the show. This is The Jab.
So welcome to a Jab update. Just a little bit about what's going on with this life in lockdown, really. How are you going over there, Rob?
Yeah, all right. So sort of day 3 for me. I stopped working on Sunday. Decided it was the right thing to do. So I stopped all my lessons, and then turned out that that's what we're going to do anyway. So old Boris told us we better stay indoors. So yeah, so far I'm not been climbing the walls, but I know some people have been doing it longer than me. But so far, I went for a run yesterday. That was good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Well, that's the big thing. A lot of people are definitely over here have been, going a bit nuts with their sort of routines and stuff. Because I don't know, Aussies, it's all about brunch and working out, and so still plenty of people out and about in their lycra. So yeah, well, it's been a hot topic over here. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Hot topic. Well,
Hot topic.
yeah. I think there's been, we're still allowed to go out once a day. We're supposed to go, one bit of exercise a day, and if we need to go to the shop, then we must do it only as a necessity. So I actually haven't been. I went out yesterday for a run, and that's all I did. I stayed in for the rest of the time, trying to be good. Trying to be
Good lad.
responsible. So
Yes,
yeah,
very
what's
good.
the rules for you then? What's the
Oh, mate. Whoa. Who knows? That's the big question. We're up and down all the time here. So, a couple of weeks ago, it was no gatherings of 500. Then it kept whittling down to eventually, 1.5 between meters or whatever between each person. But I have taken a bit of a hit because restaurants and cafes and bars and such are finally now closed. But we're still open for takeaway. So you can still come in, you can grab your takeaway food and coffee, but obviously you can't sit down, and we still do delivery. But like I say, always changing. There are rumors that in the next 48 hours, it will just be delivery only. So, watch this space. Yeah, and then going along the lines of just real, what's the word? I guess just like no coherence between anything that's going on. They started putting limits on weddings and funerals now. So you can only have 5 people at the wedding. So that's like the people getting married, the priest or whatever. So basically, you can only have 2 witnesses. But if you're in a CrossFit group, like working out in the gym and that, you can have 10. So clearly, conflicting numbers here. And you can still go to a food court, but you can't sit down. But I don't know if you've ever been to a food court. It's still pretty, cram-packed in there. I wouldn't really take the word of the people that are saying they're going to keep distance in a food court. So yeah, it's just really arbitrary why something like a food court that's indoors in a shopping centre, because they're still all open. You can still go to H&M, but you can't go down the pub. Very sad.
That's just, that makes no sense. You can still go and do a bit of clothes shopping, then go and congregate in the food court. And then, that just makes no sense. That's really
But
silly.
if your mate's wedding's on, you can't go. But if you're going out for a bit of a gym sesh with your mates, at least 10 of you can go. I know. And also hairdressers are still open, which has got to be the worst one, right? Like you're constantly hovering over someone, touching their face, breathing on them.
Yes.
Like it's complete violation of the whole 1.5 meters nonsense. So, yeah, the sort of reaction here is, like you were saying back at home, some people obviously aren't taking it seriously, but here it's even, the government aren't really doing much to even instill that idea that it should be taken seriously, because even they themselves have no idea what's going on. So yeah.
Yeah, it does breed confusion, and there's in a lot of that here where some people have sort of used that as an excuse to not, and be like, I don't really know what they're trying to tell me to do. And be like, well, it's quite obvious. You need to stay at home and only go out if necessary, and just stay away from people. But I think we had on the weekend, it was a nice weather. We had people going to Snowdonia, going up Snowdon. They're all queuing to get to the summit. They're all like bumper to bumper cars going all the way up, into Wales. So they thought, do you know what? No one else is going to go there, so I'll just go there. It turns out everyone had the same idea. So you think, like, if you get there, you think we're supposed to stay away from people, but no, everyone's decided, oh no, it's a good idea. We should all congregate together and all spread it around. And there was packed tubes and stuff in London, people down the beach. Yeah. And it's just people, I just don't really understand. Like, people don't seem to know if someone says they can't do something, they're like, no, I'm going to do the opposite. How dare you tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing?
That's it, mate. Well, we discussed before about how it's just the fact that people have, I guess, I don't know, too many civil liberties. That's the big difference between somewhere like Asia, where they were really hot on it, the compliance was really high, and then now they've started to see it go backwards. But that's England for you, mate. People love the beaches, English beaches. We're missing for the world.
I know. I mean, things that imagine going to Blackpool Beach in the dark sand and this
lovely stick of rock.
Oh, beautiful. But I just I don't really understand that. No, I mean, you go to Bournemouth, maybe. Bournemouth's got a nice beach that I know of anyway. There's probably some other ones, but I mean, just common sense is gone completely, isn't it? When it says the word common sense, I don't think they go together. The word common should be removed from that. It should just be no sense, nonsense.
Nonsense, and then you've got nonsense. Look at us dissecting the English language.
There you go. See, it's just evolving from common sense to no sense.
So basically, though, if you say essential, things are okay to leave the house for essential stuff. I mean, what about getting a cornetto from the corner shop? I mean, that's, the little ones having a go at you. They're hungry. Well, they won't shut up unless you get them a cornetto. What are you going to do?
Well, you're going to have to lock them in a box or something, because, you can't just pop down the shop now. You can't just keep going 15 times a day and go, and the ice cream man's not going to come round, is he? So I think
that's true.
These kids need to be, shown that actually you can't get whatever you want. So you just need to button it. But,
that's very, very tough words there, Rob.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'll have to put the explicit warning on this episode.
People, warning, discipline may be ahead. Warning.
Explicit.
Yeah.
But
the word no might be said. Be careful.
Ooh, controversial. But there was talk about, I mean, the way some people described it, there was talk about rolling out of military on the streets. That hasn't happened yet, is it? I mean,
no, that was all bombed.
Right. Yeah, very V for Vendetta is the image I was getting.
Yeah, definitely. No, no, that was just all rubbish. People just stirring stuff up. The only reason that the military are getting involved is for supply of goods, for the NHS and stuff like that, which I mean, it looks dire. I just hope that it doesn't end up like the poor people in Italy. It's horrible. So
that's true.
Hopefully, people just take notice and just all we're asked to do is stay at home. It's the easiest request you could possibly be given, I think, isn't it? Really?
Well, especially now as well. With the internet, you've got Netflix, you've got a whole plethora of things to keep you entertained. It's not the Blitz where you got nothing but maybe a teacup to, I don't know, what can you do with a teacup? Randomly popped into my head, British teacup. Maybe you could
spin the teacup.
Well, that's true. You could wear it as a small hat, maybe a yarmulke.
Yeah. You could put liquid in it and throw the liquid at someone.
Oh, true. Probably at the enemy. I mean, I don't know how much that's going to do against a hand grenade, but we're still here, so really they figured it out. We don't need to retrace those steps.
Well, that's it. I mean, I mean, you could get the saucer would be, if you had a saucer and you're posh, then you could throw it as a frisbee, maybe. Be a bit dangerous,
clever.
And there might be some collateral damage from someone throwing it at the wall, but. I mean, eventually you're going to go crazy and start throwing crockery at each other anyway, so you might as well start early.
Yes, that sound you can hear is the heartbeat of the economy, and it is waning. A quick look at the Nasdaq and we'll see Facebook was up 8 like points at the start of the day, but then took a sharp drop of 10.5 books to one face as it was unfriended by investors. Transport now, and Boeing is currently plummeting faster than its 787 MAX, losing 7.87 points at the closing bell. Moving on, the Australian Stock Exchange was caught playing footsie with the Dow Jones, leaving little trust in them from investors. It really is a bloody mess at the moment as the markets bleed out, like a customer in a supermarket past a scuffle. One commodity, though, that is in high demand is common sense. Although there are some reserves, many are holding off for the results of a Russian Arctic deep-sea drilling expedition in hopes that it will yield a fresh supply. Oh, and that is the sound of the global economy flatlining. Many world leaders are hoping that a defibrillating stimulus package can get it back on its feet, but only time will tell. I guess we can only take solace in the fact that all those people that bought that toilet roll need it now more than ever, after crapping themselves of seeing the state of the economy. Back to you.
And welcome to Rob's Ridiculous Roundup. This is March edition 2020. This week, we've got a new contestant. Hi there, what's your name?
Oh, it's Jim.
Hi, Jim. Where are you from?
I'm from the Midlands.
The Midlands, right. So sort of Middle Earth. Fantastic. So what do you do, Mark?
Yeah, middle of the country, yeah.
What do you do, Jim? Sorry?
Oh, well, I clean windows for a living, I do.
Clean windows. That's great. So, welcome to the quiz, and are you ready to play Rob's Ridiculous Roundup?
Oh, I sure am.
Let's get ridiculous. Okay, here we go. We got 3 questions for you. Question number 1. What disease killed more than 25 million people?
Was it chickenpox?
Close, but it's not right. The answer is Love Island.
I didn't realise that was a virus thing.
It's an epidemic. Moving on, question number 2. What language do giraffes speak?
Well, giraffe.
Oh, how naive, Jim. No, the answer is French. They're always looking down on us.
Well, I don't think that's very obvious, but all right.
It is to the rest of us. Anyway, Jim, question number 3. This is a chance to redeem yourself. Is marrying your cousin illegal?
Oh, well, it bloody should be. I mean, it's against the laws of God. I'm going to go with yes. Yeah, of course.
Okay, well, it's good, because I was just asking for a friend. Thanks very much, Jim. I hope you enjoyed your time on Rob's Ridiculous Roundup. So, thanks for joining us.
Wait a minute, there's meant to be 3 rounds, but are you fucking what?
Goodbye.
Well, yeah, like you say, there is confusion about staying indoors. And, people are saying stay at home. But, what is a home if not a house? And when does a house become a home?
That is a very good question. I'll tell you what, we've been asked these very questions. What is a home? What does it constitute staying in? What do we do?
What do we do? Exactly, Rob. What do we do? Well, that's why we spoke to Joseph Nobb of Anglia Ruskin University, an expert on doors and an expert on staying inside them.
So we've had some questions from the public we'd like to ask you, Joseph, if that's okay.
Oh, sure. Yeah, good to talk to you.
Oh, yeah, good to you too. Thanks for joining us. Yes, I really appreciate it. So, we've had a question here from John. He is from Sunderland. He has asked, what do you mean? How do you stay in the home? What is a home?
Well, that is a terrific question for John. Okay, so now home, well, what is it? It's where the heart is. That's what we're all told. So primarily a home is 4 walls and a door. Doors. That's my area of expertise. So what I like to imagine is if you imagine your heart, it's got 4 little ventricle things, right? It's very much like a home that you walk through the aorta, which is the front door, but it has 4 rooms, much like a nice townhouse. So really what I'm trying to say is a home is anywhere where you feel loved and happy. I hope that clears it up for you there, John.
That's brilliant. What a great. I mean, yeah, I think that would satisfy John no end there. Well, that's great. Thank you very much.
No problem.
So, next question. This is from Richard, who is down in Mudderford. He asks a question: what am I supposed to do now with all this bread? I wanted to feed the ducks, and now you're telling me I've got to stay inside. What can I do?
Well, bread. I see, bread. Well, that's quite an interesting one because we all think of, a home has a breadwinner, which is the man or the woman, but primarily the man, who brings in the goods to the home. So now, anyways, I'm sidetracking myself. So bread, right? Well, you know what you can do if you got yourself a little windowsill, like you put your bread on there, and the little birds will come over no bother. I take it he's a bit of an ornithologist, our old mate Dickie, He likes the birds, don't we all? So I would recommend put a little bit out the window, see where that gets you. And if that all goes to shite, you can always make a bread pudding, huh? Everyone loves a bit of bread pudding, custard and all. Well, I hope that answers your question there.
Brilliant, Joseph. Thanks very much. I'm sure Richard would love that. Okay. Next question's from Jessica over in Newcastle under Lyme. She asks, who are you to tell me I can't go outside? What the hell? Why can't I go outside? This is not fair.
Well, yeah, great question again. These are all stunners, the lot of them. But the real question there, Jessica, is why do you want to go outside when you need to start looking inside? With these troubled times upon us, we all need to think about what we can do to help, every man, woman, child, and cat, and dog, and turtle, whatever be your voice. But I'm not to tell, I'm nobody really to tell you about the intricacies, the various. I mean, 10 years have been spent in university upon the other 25 in my own career about studying doors and what lays inside them. But I feel that if you start looking inside, you'll find all the answers there, my love. All right. Okay. God be with you. Oh, well, thanks for that, Joseph. Yeah, insightful. I don't know. Did that help you at all, Rob?
Yeah, I think so. I think it really brought home the essence of what it means to stay in your home. I think that's important. Because I know there's been a bit of confusion among some people about what that means. So I think that would definitely help a lot of people.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're still unsure about what to do, just think about being inside, what that normally feels like, and then when you go outside, and if you measure the difference between the two, then I reckon the one that's inside is the safe one.
Well, hopefully the people of the UK will take all that into heart, and hopefully over here too. So,
Yeah, Australia, you better be listening as well.
I know, mate. Well, actually, you must have saw the thing with ScoMo, how he was telling everyone to stop it, like we were like naughty dogs or children. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
So he addressed the hoarding element as, like he was talking about how people were hoarding. It's very un-Australian. And he just cuts it. He's like, just stop it. Just stop it. And it was just really funny at the time because, again, he made it sound like he was telling off a child or an animal. And I was like, look, we all take the mick out of Boris and everything. But I don't know. I feel like I've only seen a few snippets of what's going on over there with old Boris. But he seems to be coming through pretty, I don't know, not regal because he's obviously not a king or anything. But he seems to be, handling it okay, would you say? I mean, he seems very proper. Yeah. Definitely when you've got Scott Morrison and Trump to be competing against, I think Boris might somehow be coming out on top.
And here at The Jab, we have managed to get hold of secret recordings of Boris and his messages to his assistant whilst going on in this crisis. Should we take a listen?
You have one new message.
Hello, Jenny. It's me, Boris. Please send out a memo for a public address tonight, asking them ever so politely if they would possibly stay at home just for a little while, if it isn't too much trouble. Then very much appreciated. Thank you, Britain. All my love, Boris. Also, can you make an appointment for Puddles? He needs a trim. Thanks. Bye.
You have one new message.
Hello, Jenny. Could you possibly send a reminder to the people of this country that staying at home is vital to save lives? I've asked them ever so politely and nicely if they could follow my instruction, but it seems that some have ignored my request. I don't want to sound bossy or condescending, so please can you make sure it's full of butterflies and rainbows? Thanks very much. Thanks, Jenny. Also, it's the wife's birthday. Could you get her something for her birthday, if you don't mind? I saw some tea towels with Prince Charles's face on it. Maybe she could use it to try and wipe that smug bastard smile off his face. Thanks, Jenny. Bye.
You have one new message.
Hello, Jenny. It's me. They just don't seem to be taking it seriously. I don't get it. I've tried to be nice. I've tried to send butterflies and rainbows in my words, but they continue to defy me. This time, I want you to unleash the fury. Tell the people of this country, I will no longer take this lightly. I will wave my finger in disgust. I will show you my anger and my disappointment by lots of severe tutting and huffing in your general direction. I will bring shame upon your houses. Stay at home, save our NHS, and save lives. Maybe you use all caps so it reads all shouty. Could you pick up some of the hemorrhoid cream? They seem to have flared up big time now. I think it's all this shouting is not good for me. Thanks, Jenny. Bye.
Don't be sad, this is the This is a jail. This is a jail.
Wow, that was a real insight. Didn't think it was going to be that tough, but well, God bless his little soul.
Yeah, he's got a lot on his plate, hasn't he, really? And he seems like he's really trying to sort of just bring the country together a little bit. But it's always good to see what the day-to-day is like with the Prime Minister, really. Because, I mean, you only get to see the tough exterior of a Prime Minister, don't you? I think people just need to be, they need to be told, they need to be like, this is what we're doing, strong leadership. But it starts to see the sort of other side of things, don't you think?
I do. And I like the fact that we've got to know him on that level. Because with Theresa May, I felt like she was... I don't know. I mean, she's basically a meme now, isn't she? I've seen that remember that dancing meme, the dancing thing that she did a while back.
The robot one.
Yeah, that's been popping up around. I can't remember in what context now, but I've definitely seen more and more of it, and I feel like that's her only legacy, not being one of the prime ministers that had to go through Brexit. I mean, Cameron's was he invented Brexit, inventor of Brexit, terrible breakfast cereal, and then we've got Theresa May, who's the robot lady. Not quite the Iron Lady like Margaret Thatcher, but sort of metallic, but cheap, like tin. Kind of like that.
Yeah, the rusty tin of politics.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, that was kind of it, wasn't it, really? She was the Tin Man. I mean, when she was doing that dance, I think she was just sort of waiting for someone to oil her joints. Not because she's got arthritis, just, again, like we said, tin. Anyway, my favourite thing about that was the fact that you must have seen it on the John Oliver show when they were talking about the exact interview. And he referred to her as Thatcher in the Rye, which I just pissed myself laughing when I first heard it. Because it just cut to a photo of her, like in a wheat field. It was so fucking good. So good. What a legend. Ah, well, politics, eh?
Consumed our lives. So, I mean, there's been a lot of bad press for some of the public and stuff like that. I think, people doing stuff they really shouldn't be, especially after we're listening to those tapes of Boris there.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of politics at the moment. We've had everything from all this misinformation, and it's just a lot of, people and their egos. But we've spoken to the professor. We've had a bit there from Boris. But, we'd like to just get to know what the layman's interpretation of all this has been. And you had a chat with that guy, didn't you, Rob?
Yeah. His name was Mickey Moron. And we had a chat outside. It was quite an interesting conversation. So let's have a listen. Yeah, hi. I'm on the streets of Dunstable, and I've started speaking here to Mickey Moron. Hi, Mickey.
Oh, hi, mate. You're all right.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm just getting a feel for what the average person on the street is getting in regards to this whole situation. So, what have you been doing to prepare yourself for this lockdown that we're into now?
Prepare. Well, I went out and bought some bog roll. I don't know. Everyone was going out buying it, and I thought I should get some. And yeah, I don't know really. I mean, it's been a bit boring, isn't it? So went down to the pub the other day. Went down to the park. Well, of course they closed the pub now. So I was the last one with the lads. Had quite a few there, getting all leery and that. And just been down the beach yesterday as well. That was nice.
So you went down the beach, the park, and the pub in the last few days when the government's advice has been to stay away from social gatherings. Why did you do that?
Oh well, because that's it, isn't it? They're saying don't do it and that, and I thought don't want to miss out. I want to get in there before. Well, I don't really know. I just everyone was doing it, so it's always nice to see the lads. And I mean, government.
Well, they try and do real things here, like save people's lives. If you're out there with loads of other people, you might have the virus, but not know it, and you're spreading it around. So don't you feel some sort of responsibility to the members of your fellow community?
Feel what, mate? I feel fine. So it's only for people. That are a bit like coming off from holiday, and I haven't been on holiday in ages, mate. I don't know what you're talking about. I've just been stuck here. What, you want me to stay inside? What's that going to do, eh? I mean, well, yeah, I don't know. Look, mate, I just don't really understand where you're coming from.
Well, okay, so staying indoors is going to stop you spreading it because you might have it. What happens if your nan or your granddad gets ill, and they end up in hospital? They're going to overrun the NHS. They're going to make the NHS not be able to cope. And so, unfortunately, people like your grandparents or even your parents, let's say, they might be in that age bracket, and they're not going to be able to save them. So, do you not feel any sort of responsibility in regards to that, or are you just ignorant?
What's my old man ever done for me, mate? I mean, it's all right. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like I said, I'm fine.
Well,
I'm fit. I feel great, mate. I mean, the oldies. I mean, they're come off it, mate. They're past it. What are you worried about them for? Hey?
Well, they're a human being. That's probably why I'm worried about it. I mean, you sitting there and you're saying, what have they done?
Yeah.
What about your grandparents? All you've been asked to do is sit at home and do nothing and eat your fat face off. That's all you've been asked to do, and you can't even bother to do that. And your grandparents probably fought in a war, and they had to go through terrible, terrible things, and you have to sit on your ass, your fat ass, and sit there and watch the TV.
Yeah, well, look,
Are you telling me you can't do that? Is that what you're saying? You can't do that?
Well, no, of course I can. Yeah,
So why don't you just get your feet, walk it 2 feet, 1 foot in front of the other? They call it walking, and walk home and stay there.
Look,
There's no buts. Go on, off you go. Home.
We didn't have to be like that, but yeah, all right.
I do, because you won't listen. You've been out gallivanting about.
Yeah, well, my kids want to get out. I mean, like in front of Tyrone with my son. Yeah, all right, come Come on, Ty. We better.
What about the schools are shut? You need to educate them so they understand how serious this is. I suggest you get home now before I call the police.
Yeah. Well, look, mate. There's no need for that. Yeah. All right.
Yes,
come
there
on,
is.
Ty. Come on, Ty. Let's go. Yeah. All right, mate. Yeah, we're going. All right. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on, Ty.
Right. So he's gone home now. So jobbed up. Back to the studio.
Well, things got heated there, but yeah, I mean, I think he did the right thing. He seemed to get the message in the end. But I mean, that's the trouble. Sometimes you just need tough love.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I did lose my cool a little bit, but yeah, like you say, I feel like we needed to get the message to people that just need to stay home. I know it's difficult. I know it can be boring. I know with teens, especially got kids and stuff. But there's lots of stuff. The schools are giving them stuff to do. And there's it's just something we need to just accept, and if and also you can volunteer. The government's asking for 250,000 volunteers to help deliver goods and medicines and stuff like that. So yeah, you can volunteer to do that. That's something that I've decided to do. Can you make myself?
How very noble of you.
Well, I thought I wanted to get my Victoria Cross, so.
Of course.
Yes.
Well, actually, funnily enough, we are doing something similar here as well. There is a bit of a relief kind of thing going on for people that are now unemployed, because since they shut down all the restaurants and bars and clubs, I think it was about, it was a ridiculous number. I'm trying to think now. It was a stupid number. It's like 800,000 people or something stupid that were employed 1 minute and then the next just gone. Yeah, so we've had queues around the corners for the Centrelink, which is kind of like the job centre basically here. But yeah, so much so that the website crashed the other day. So pretty hectic stuff. So yeah, I mean, anything you can do to help out would be great, I guess.
The memes and the general ridiculous videos being sent around, some of them are hilarious.
Yeah,
some of
definitely.
Brilliant.
Well, actually, we now have an Instagram, so we can post some of those memes and photos for everyone to check out.
Oh yeah, we've got on that. We're on Facebook now as well. We've got a Facebook page because we're just amazing on it. But I know,
so professional.
Instagram, that's a new thing for me. I'm gonna have to get involved. We're gonna have to try.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn with the. Well, actually, there's not a lot to learn, but I learned that there was a phrase called "link in bio" recently. So, like, if you, I'm gonna say I'm really stupid now. I'm explaining this, but yeah, if you've put a link to something that you put a photo, say, and then if you want people to follow up on it, the cool thing to do is instead of putting the link, sort of on each post, you just put the link in the bio, so in your bio on the page, so that I don't know, it's just a thing that I learned that people say, and now I know it. So the more you know.
I have no idea what you're talking about still, to be honest.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have to brush up on it. Though, for example, like for our podcast page on Buzzsprout, the website they sort of generate for us, the link for that is in our bio. So you can just go straight to our bio and click on that link, and it will take you to all of our episodes.
Ah, I see. Oh, that's cool. Well done. That's awesome.
Thank you very much. Where's my medal?
That's right. Well, So, we're going to do a few more of these episodes. We're going to try and do some little versions of the episodes like this throughout the quarantine, throughout the crisis, just to try and keep people entertained. If you've got any stories, anything you want to add in, then you can get on Facebook. You already like the Facebook page. And the Twitter, not Twitter, what's the Instagram thing, Mark? What was that?
Oh, the Instagram. So the Instagram is at the Jab Podcast.
The Jab Podcast. Brilliant. Okay. So any stories, any pictures you want to send of how you're getting on, what are you doing to keep yourself occupied, what are you doing to keep your kids occupied? There'll be more than enough to share. Yeah, absolutely. And our email is thejabpod@gmail.com. So if you've got an email, a little funny story you want to send us that. And we shall just keep in touch, everyone. Stay safe. Make sure that you keep away from people and help save lives.
Exactly. Stay clean.
He hates himself. He hates everyone else. He is Round Robin.
Hello, it's me.
With everything that's going on at the moment, I just want to take the opportunity to say thank you to all the nurses and doctors, the social care workers, and the people working in supermarkets or delivering food. You are keeping things going while we sit here on our big behinds. And to those who continue to defy the instructions of our government, I say this. You're a bunch of twats, big massive ones. We're in a situation where Piers Morgan is a moral compass for this country. WTF. Are you still having barbecues or going to the beach because you feel it's against your civil liberties? Or is it because you don't think the government should be able to tell you what to do? Well, wake up. This is for the benefit of every single member of this country. The virus don't care who you are. It will invade you and all the people you've been in contact with. And it'll probably kill a few of them as well. If the virus was looking for a good time, then you're facilitating the orgy. That's right, you're the orgy. You are spreading its love like it's the swinging 60s. Get home, stay home, and keep your mouth shut, you absolute dickheads. Do something useful, help others who need it. Let the professionals save lives, preferably the ones that you don't endanger. Sort it out, Britain.
This is The Jam.
Bye.
Bye.